No, exactly. And I think, he's, to a certain extent, he's spot on in the numbers at 6.2%, down from 6.4. Yes, it's a slowing, but the important thing is that was, around the consensus number. So we were expecting that. We were no surprises that we were expecting the Chinese economy to increase in terms of its GDP growth rate in this quarter. And I think if you look at some of the June numbers as well, then again, that gives optimism going forward in terms of industrial production and retail sales, which were both strong and ahead of consensus. So while the market is probably a little bit disappointed or sort of focusing on the headline numbers of the GDP, if you look a little bit beyond the noise, the underlying story for China, while slowing, which we all know about, is still fairly firm. A formidable force, perhaps, but it's certainly not in contraction mode, let's put it that way.
And Simon, sitting at your vantage point here in the UAE, for example, obviously the largest foreign direct investor in the UAE is China. What is the implication there for the Emirates?
Well, I think, one of the interesting things that you see here in Abu Dhabi and across the Emirates is that increasing sort of presence of Chinese tourists, Chinese retail, etc. In this region. The One Belt, One Road strategy, I think the tides are going to increasingly sort of, close and become, stronger over the coming months, coming years. So from our perspective, in terms of diversification, trade, building out into services away from diversification from hydrochemicals, etc., it's going to be a very important and an increasingly important relationship going forward. So if we have strong or decent growth levels in China, then that allows for a strong and respectable level of investment coming into this part of the world as well, which is great.
Hey everybody, it's Hadley Gamble from our new CNBC Middle East Bureau in Abu Dhabi. Thanks for stopping by. Now to watch more, you can try one of the videos that just popped up on your screen. And don't forget to subscribe.